stellar show for you today. There's a word that has been in my orbit. I don't know if it's been in everyone else's orbit. I just can't get it out. Protein. My doctors are saying it. I don't really know what it means. Everyone online is saying I need more of it. What the heck is protein? When I think of protein, I think tofu, grilled chicken. I don't really know what to think. Egg whites, I don't really know what to think. And so we wanted to dedicate an entire show to bringing it with protein. Not just your everyday protein, but getting protein in your diet, a little bit more incorporated, but doing it in such an unbelievably tasty, exciting way. So this is protein with a punch. So, for our first bite, we are making lamb loin chops with a Spring Farro Salad. It's a little bit of a mouthful. Has anyone ever cooked with lamb loin chops before? I think everyone's heard of lamb chops before, right? Lamb loin chops have a little bone that kind of is connected to it. And that makes it so decadent, so juicy, so luxurious. Wow, the claps for the lamb, I love it. This is what's called a chef's cut. Like, chefs know about this cut, but not a lot of everyday people know about this cut, so we kind of hog it to ourselves. That used to happen with other cuts of meat, now they're all popular. So this is one that I feel like we're kind of like whistleblowing right now. I feel like this is not a good thing that chefs are gonna be mad at me about, but it's fine. They cook up so fast. Always look for local American lamb if you can find it. Support our ranchers, super important. We've got a ripping hot, I mean, this thing is ripping hot cast iron skillet, all right? We're gonna add some olive oil to this. And when we season our lamb loin chops, we wanna do it from up high so it really spreads. It doesn't just look cool. I mean, it does look cool. But I'll go one more, boom, okay. It looks cool, but it also spreads the salt really evenly. And then I like to crust the black pepper on. Like, I almost don't want to see the lamb. The black pepper just adds like this texture, this sweetness that plays so well with lamb. And then I just kind of press it in. And then whenever you lay something in hot oil like this, never towards you, always away from you. All right, so I kind of drag it through and just kind of let that sizzle. Lamb, apparently, in 3 ounces of it, packs 23 grams of protein, which I don't even know what the heck that means, but my buddy Mindy Lee does. Mindy. Grams of protein. Hey, why do I care about protein?
It's so good for muscle building. It's so good for boosting metabolism. It is great for bone support and also keeps you full longer.
And for someone like me, I have a problem where it's like, I have certain parts of the day where I just starve. I don't know if that's just me, but I'm just dying. 11 o'clock before lunch, I'm like, what's up? Where's lunch? And 2 o'clock after lunch, I'm like, what's up? Where's dinner? So my body is just always, so I heard the more protein you get in, those kind of moments kind of level out. Is that true? Like,
yeah, so I would ask you, what did you have for breakfast? There's a reason.
And I would say probably nothing.
Right.
Yes.
So then, of course, you're hungry at 11.
Yes.
So are you having a protein-forward breakfast? And that can look like, you know, dairy, yogurts, and milk and cheese. Well, any lean meats.
Those are yummy things.
Yeah, they are, exactly.
You don't really realize that. You think tofu, egg whites, but you're saying cheese is packed with it?
I'm giving you permission
You're giving me permission to eat cheese. Okay.
Yes, yes.
Dangerous slope right there. Slippery slope. Slippery slope. Mindy, thank you. That helps.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Eases it a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna take a look at these. Look at that golden brown right there. I'd kiss it, but I would destroy my mouth. So I'm gonna give these guys a quick little flip. You can see just the even crust that the pepper got. And lamb, right, has this really thin layer of fat. And the fat coming off of lamb kind of melts as you heat it up. Dude, lamb fat, come on. Toss it in some roasted potatoes, scramble some eggs on it, drizzle it on the sidewalk. I don't care. Do not throw it away. It makes food so great, and you don't need to add extra fat. This is natural, beautiful fat. So what I've been doing as I've been talking to Mindy, I took some snap peas, cut a little thyme in there, and I'm just gonna add these kind of chopped up. I've got asparagus. We just cut them into little bite-sized pieces. Zucchini would rock, carrots would rock. Any of that would be great. Just a handful, I'm just kind of dotting that. Part of being a chef is doing the dishes. I hate doing the dishes. You can ask my wife. I despise it. I love this because it's like one pan. So you do not, yes, this is not a big ordeal. Asparagus is in, lamb is in, and now I'm gonna add some aromatics. I'm gonna add in some shallot, garlic, and then chili flakes. This is the same type of chili flakes that you get like at the pizza parlor. Like nothing fancy, but it adds a little zip. So at this point, what I'm doing is I'm just giving the lamb a little wiggle so all the little aromatics kind of fall to the side. And I'm gonna push the lamb to the side, and I'm gonna take my farro. So a couple handfuls of our farro, and then I'm just gonna shake the lamb one more time, give it one more flip, and just kind of let that farro sink to the bottom. And at this point, we're getting like super close. This thing is almost done. So what I like to do is almost remove the lamb, right? And I like mine medium rare, but it's up to you. You guys smell that, by the way? Yeah. The garlic just hit. Oh my gosh. It smells just crazy. So I'm just gonna let this cook for about another 30 seconds, but we are gonna add some lemon and lemon zest. Because the lamb fat's in there, that's kind of like the robust meatiness. The lamb zest and the fat will kind of cut through it and brighten it. So I'm just gonna zest one lemon and then just juice it. This is a naturally seedless lemon. You can find these, they're awesome because you don't get seeds in your stuff. And we just kind of deglaze it. Does this not smell insane? It's insane. I love it. This is the way I like to cook. So I got a couple of bowls here. Where are my bowls? Oh, right here. One for Mindy, one for me. Yeah, you're trying this. You got to give it the stamp of approval. So I'm just gonna kind of load up the bowl. And you can see, you know, with carbohydrates and vegetable, I try and cut it and do mostly vegetables. And, you know, the farro's in there as kind of a compliment. And so I just kind of place it like this. I grab these local lamb loin chops, and I just kind of go right on top. Yeah. A little bit of feta cheese, just a sprinkle of feta, some walnuts for crunch, nuts, protein. I just can't stop. I can't stop with the protein. And then just a heaping bit of mint, because mint and anything green, right? Spinach is amazing. And that's it, guys. My lamb loin chops. Oh my gosh, this looks insane.
Oh my gosh. That was it?
Dude.
Okay.
And what's amazing about these lamb loin chops, you can't dry them out because they're on the bone. They're juicy. They're unbelievably bright with the lemon and the mint and the chili. The right way to punch up protein. I love it. You know today is all about protein, so I caught up with my pal, Dr. Nina. She's a cardiologist, actually, here in Seattle. And I showed her a protein-packed bean dish that will actually blow your mind, so watch this. What is up, guys? I'm here with Dr. Rachetti over at Swedish Hospital. You're a cardiologist over there?
I am a cardiologist.
So we're gonna make a really delicious, heart-healthy dish. Do you know what cacio e pepe is?
No.
No?
But I'm excited to learn.
It's like a black pepper pasta.
Amazing.
Yeah, but we're gonna do it with beans. So the start of this dish is super simple. So a little bit of olive oil, great, and then you wanna go with some garlic. Now, when we talk about heart healthy, what are we really talking about?
The whole idea of heart healthy diet came from Spain. And they looked at the Mediterranean diet and then they introduced the ultra processed Western diet. And what it showed is the outcomes were so much better in the folks who continued their own Mediterranean diet.
No way. It's really staying away from ultra-processed foods.
Right.
That's huge. We've got riced cauliflowers. We're gonna turn this into a creamy sauce. You do surgery. Have you ever used a tool like this?
Not in that, right over here.
You can see it looks like a cream sauce.
Yeah.
But it's cauliflower and cottage cheese.
How am I doing, Chef?
You're doing unbelievable.
Thank you.
All right, so instead of pasta, we're gonna go in with the white beans. You
Okay.
wanna pour those in?
Definitely.
All right, the last thing here, spinach, is going in. And this, my dear,
Thank you, Chef.
hopefully is Swedish cardiologist approved. Should we give it a try?
Let's do it.
Cheers to
Cheers.
heart health.
Cheers to heart health.
That's good, right?
So good. Nicely done.
You as well.
Thank
We'll
you.
see you next time. Thank you. We are back. We are cooking up protein with a punch. We are loving all things protein, learning all things protein, and I think we found someone, speaking of punch, who's thrown a couple punches, and pretty well qualified in this world. She is an internationally respected health and wellness expert. She inspires millions around the world. She is the founder of the Never Knocked Out Club. My buddy, Kendall Toole.
Hello.
Hey, bud. I love that you are here. I love that you are here. You have helped so many people overcome what they're overcoming, maintain what they're maintaining. You are just a light, a beaming light. You absolutely are.
Thank you guys. Oh, I'm gonna
We
blush.
feel really grateful that you're here. But I know obviously exercise and getting people to move is really important to you, but
Totally.
I didn't realize that the food side was. Like, when did that become a thing for you?
Well, I mean, when you're born of an Italian mother, it was always a thing. I think
Got
my
it.
entire, right? It was that you're not eating enough, like the pinch you thing. So like I grew up in a kitchen, and everything happened around the kitchen island, and I just really loved food, and particularly garlic. So that's how I got
Never
into
enough
it.
garlic. I'm sorry. Well, today, I mean, we're talking all things protein.
Yeah.
Why do, we've talked a little bit about it.
Yeah.
Why do you care about protein?
Well, protein is one of the 3 macronutrients that we have. So we have protein, fats, and carbs. And protein is the building block of everything. It's the building block of your muscles. It's something that helps with brain function, body function, but particularly, you can't really get enough protein because it's difficult to get it into our diet. So whenever I can, I try to add more protein into my cooking.
Like you sneak it in places?
Oh yeah, I sneak it in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Someone like me, I struggle with my weight. I struggle with my relationship to food. Everyone's saying eat more protein, eat more, and I never really hear more to me. They're like, eat less, eat less. So like, how is it gonna help me lose weight, for example, for me? I'm just talking about for me.
Yeah, no, I love it. So protein keeps you satiated. It keeps you very full.
Okay.
And what's important about protein, it's the building block of your muscles. It's what rebuilds. So really what's great about protein, the more you have of it, if you lead your meals with protein, not only are you more full, so you're not gonna eat as much.
I've been hearing this, yes.
But you're also helping rebuild your body at the same time. So it just is one of those, it's the macronutrient that I love to continue to have more of. It's the one that you don't have to worry like, oh, I'm at my max, I'm at my cap, I can't have more.
Pack in the protein is all I keep
it.
hearing. I'm ready, I'm ready.
Protein all
Well, we're
day.
gonna do that with our second bite. Kendall, this is your lemony orzo.
So first thing we do is we're gonna go ahead and go in with our healthy fats. So we have our butter, and we have our olive oil.
butter healthy fat. I love that. And
It
by
is,
the way,
though.
well, let's talk about that for a second, because you don't really believe in like good food and bad food, right?
No, not at all. I think the idea that we are giving food some type of like moral value, I think is really messed up. Nothing's inherently good or bad.
Yes.
There's just more nutrient-dense food, and then there's pleasure-dense food that we enjoy too. You know what I mean?
I'm
Keep
on
it
the
balanced.
pleasure-dense ride. I want to go on the pleasure. No, I totally get that, and I think the reality is you can't have both, and this is an example of that.
Now, everybody, we love garlic. How much garlic?
I feel like this is the garlic show. I don't.
A lot?
Yeah.
I love it. A lot. Okay, ready? We're gonna dump the whole
Does
stuff
Alex
in there.
like garlic? Alex is her boyfriend. Give it up for Alex.
Yes. He's my taste tester. It's actually one of your favorites that I've made, I think.
It's so good.
We add our garlic, and then
Yep.
we're gonna add also some chopped onion.
So we've got the aromatics happening now. This is interesting. You like to toast the pepper? I've never.
I do. So if you can, you don't have to be super bougie and do this, but if you're in the mood for it.
No, be bougie. I like bougie.
I like bougie too.
Yeah.
I do.
Okay.
That's a little thing. I like a little bit. So what you can do is you want to toast your black pepper. So I learned this growing up in an Italian kitchen. It just opens up those flavors and makes it extra delicious. So we're just toasting it all together.
I love it. And then in with the orzo, yeah?
Yeah, and so we want to toast the orzo for 1 to 2 minutes.
This reminds me of risotto.
It's very risotto-like. In fact, how we cook it too is very similar. So you can treat orzo similar to a long grain rice when you're doing this. So that's why you want to toast at the beginning so that you can keep that little al dente quality to it so it doesn't turn really to mush. We don't want mush, we want some pasta quality.
Bone broth, packed full of protein, yes? Why did you just perk up when I said bone broth? That was crazy. Bone broth. Yeah, exactly.
I know, that sounds kind of dark, honestly. It's a little Halloween energy. So what's great about bone broth is I will cook, and Alex can attest to this, whenever we make rice at home, I always cook it in bone broth. I love adding it to things like this. Thank you for stirring.
Yes.
And yeah, that's what adds a lot of protein to this dish is cooking with bone broth.
So easy. I love it. So the bone broth goes in. We now bring it to a boil and then simmer it for like 8 to 10 minutes.
8 to 10 minutes.
Like
you want
no
to
time.
stir occasionally.
Yeah.
Treat it kind of like rice where you want the orzo to kind of start to soak up and get all of that goodness in there.
But this is what it kind of looks like
Yes.
afterwards. So it looks creamy because, and we haven't added a lick of cream.
Nope.
But it's the starch from the orzo. This is
Precisely.
a genius recipe. I'm like very into this recipe.
Thank you.
Very
Thank you
into
very
it.
much. I'm
All
honored.
right, so I just want to make sure everyone can see it.
Yep.
So the orzo is now cooked. We could eat it like this, but we're gonna kind of take it to the next level. And you have a secret ingredient here. What's going on?
Okay, so bear with me. Because I
Is this
feel
bigger
like
than bone broth?
this is bigger than bone broth.
Okay, got it.
On the scale of like cool ingredients, bone broth is here, and this ingredient to me is way
Wow,
up there.
okay,
I know.
okay.
And it's one that I hated growing up because I just thought it was gross. Because texturally, a lot of us have been raised where cottage cheese. Yeah, I heard the.
Yeah.
I mean, accurate, guys, accurate. It doesn't have the best reputation. However, when we add our friend here,
Yes. You're gonna blend
Our
it?
food process-
You're gonna-
yes.
Interesting. Okay.
whip it. We're gonna whip
Oh,
it.
whip it. Okay. Yeah.
I mean, whipping
This
comes
is the
here.
difference between.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. It's gonna get loud. Y'all ready?
That's all right.
Can we get a hoot and holler for the?
This is how you whip the cottage cheese. I love it. So when you whip this, all of a sudden, all my culinary little thing, I'm like, oh, this could be like a beautiful dip. This could be, there's so many, like a spread.
It can be a spread, yeah. At the end, it looks like this. And it's neutral. It doesn't have any flavor to it, right? So really, it's just whipped protein.
Yep, I love it.
And it's very creamy. Yeah, see, she gets it.
I'm
She
really
She
like,
knows.
yes, I'm very inspired by this.
All
So
right,
you
so-
scrape that in. We took the pasta off the heat so it doesn't
Yes.
break.
Yep.
Okay,
Pasta's
and then
off
you
the
just
heat.
go in with it?
And now, here's the other thing. Another favorite, again, raised on it, ate it by the pound. The joke growing up in my home was that I would have pasta with my cheese. Parmesan cheese, very, very, very high in protein. It is fantastic. Honestly, it's better than a protein bar.
Guess what's happening to you? You're gonna find me in a moo today just gnawing on cheese.
Same. Okay, ready? Are we ready for all the
Yes.
cheese?
So you want
Okay.
all the cheese?
Let's
Yeah.
do half,
Okay.
and we'll kind of
And
mix
then we'll
it
reassess.
and melt.
Yeah, we'll reassess. Now, I know we're adding cheese. One of the things that makes this what it is having a ton of lemon in there.
Yes.
And this kind of goes back to the other dish that I just did, but this is a naturally seedless lemon. Have you guys seen these now? They're
Oh.
incredible. Yeah, you don't get the seeds stuck in your
Oh gosh, because I
teeth.
always make the mistake of like one falls in, and I'm like hunting and pecking and hoping it doesn't get in someone's bite.
Yes,
Yeah.
and these are, for some reason, they're like insanely juicy. Like
Get in there.
so much. I know it doesn't really stop. So like one goes a long way. So if you can find these, find them. But they're really nice. I love that you added lemon to this because it
Yes.
kind of cuts through the cheese, which, cheese is rich.
Yes.
Yeah. By the way, I know you cook for Alex a lot.
Yes.
Your first date, you cooked for him. But
Oh, yeah,
I
that's
find
how I
that,
got
can I
him.
call that out for a sec?
Yeah.
I find that cray-cray. Can I just say why? Because if I invited a woman over for a first date to cook for her, I think she'd think I was crazy. And I'm a chef. I know it's
Yeah.
a secret weapon, but she did, right? So
like-
how did that come about? Were you able to kind of say, I want to cook for you on my first date?
I didn't. Well, I think what I planted the seed,
What
right?
were you gonna do?
What was it? I mean,
He's curious, yes.
he's like, what was the plan? So
Yeah.
you kind of breadcrumb it, right? I think when you talk about like family and heritage and how you grew up. Also, guys, real quick while we're talking,
looks
look at
insane.
how this is combining.
It looks like carbonara. Like it looks
does.
so creamy
Yep,
and lush.
very, very creamy, really delish. And then, of course, we're gonna add more of this. So
Yeah, of course.
with Alex, the first thing I made for him, I kind of was bragging a little bit, and I would send him photos of like what I was cooking, just to kind of like see. You know, you have to like tease. Oh God, I just said that. You kind of have to tease a little bit.
It was a tease.
It was a tease.
Yeah.
We're putting all the Parmesan in because.
Yeah, by the way, all the
Hello.
Parmesan went in. Yes, I love it.
Protein,
No one here is
it's
upset
fine.
about that. Yeah.
Okay, good. I'm happy with that. So then I made him actually homemade focaccia.
It was chef's kiss.
Really?
I think it sealed the deal after the first date. Like it
Babe, you knew immediately. But
It wasn't a focaccia.
maybe it was sealed before, but
I love
it
it.
was delicious.
So by the way, I went to cooking school in Italy, and when we make risotto, we kind of like shake the plate, and if it spreads, that's a really good sign. This is like perfectly textured. So you top it with this? This is genius.
Yes. Yeah, so toasted breadcrumbs with a
Okay.
little bit of garlic, a little bit of cheese and
at this.
pepper. Yeah, because we want some crunch, right? To add more
Yes.
texture. Yep.
And then some fresh parsley or basil or
Of
whatever.
course.
And this is jammed with protein. Like
Yes.
with the cottage cheese. The orzo itself has protein.
Yep.
The parmesan, like there's so much here. This keeps you full for so long. Get in there.
I think I took your spoon.
You took my spoon, but I'll take
Oh
this
my
spoon.
gosh, you-
Let's go.
yes.
Yeah, I love it.
Cheers.
Cheers. All
love
right.
it.
This is more like it. I wish this was a shovel. That was so good. That was so. It's so bright. It's so satiating.
Yep.
I don't need anything else on this.
Nope.
Like, I don't need a side dish. I don't need like an animal protein. This is, by the way, this is goofy, but it's amazing. This is so good.
It's delicious, and what's great is per serving, you're averaging
Kendall.
about 32 grams of protein. Can you believe that? Crazy.
It's amazing. Okay, I want to hear really quickly about Never Knocked Out Club.
Yes.
Like, tell me, I know this is like your main focus right now. What is
Yes.
this?
Never Knocked Out Club, it's a community that started with a newsletter. In fact, this newsletter, it's free. I send it every single week, and I add recipes like this.
Just to die for.
Recipes, nutrition, little mental health things going on in the community. So yes,
Any
everybody
more
join NPO
Kendall
Club.
Toole, I am there. That is amazing. Give it up for Kendall. We'll be right back. All right, so this is a new segment for us. We're doing a little Q&A with our amazing studio audience. Yeah, right here.
I feel like Never Knocked Out is the perfect thing for teen boys and teen girls right now who are so into their phones and struggling with depression and who they are and their future. Are you reaching out to them?
Yes.
And how?
Yes, no, I'm so happy that you said that. So one thing that we're hoping to do as we extend the platform even further is to be on platforms where they are. So like the TikToks of the world, where that's a very heavy Gen Z audience. For me, my mental health really took a very dark turn my senior year of college. And that's most youth between the ages of 17 and 21 have their first very significant mental health experience. And we're finding that with the data showing us that that's actually starting to creep a little bit younger. So the more that we can create community in real life, off the screen, and building that empowerment is really, really important. So I love that you said that, and I'm hoping that this app can reach more and more people as we go. Yeah.
Great job, guys.
Yeah.
You guys, we are back. We are punching up protein. By the way, speaking of punching up protein,
Yes.
I was told that you might actually show me how to throw a punch. There's like a way to throw a punch.
Yes, can I?
Yeah. But I mean, like, I've never punched, I've never really punched something.
You've never
I've never gotten into a fight. I'm a teddy bear. I don't think this is.
Well, teddy
Look how
bears.
furry this is. It's squishy.
Teddy bears have angst.
Okay, yes, I
You
do
know,
have
teddy bears
angst.
have tough days.
Yes.
So, like, I think, punching, I think, is
Teach me.
so fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay, so, actually, I'd love it if we had something to use.
Like
Little like an egg.
an egg. You want me
Yes.
to punch the egg?
No, because I want you to understand how to grip when you
Okay.
have a
We have
fist.
eggs. I've got a big bowl
I know,
of
this
eggs.
might get really interesting.
This is gonna be crazy.
Oh, look at all these eggs. This is
okay,
wow.
yes.
Ask and you shall receive. Here we are. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take an egg. So we're gonna load up. Good,
Okay.
very good. Let's check your stance. Very nice, very
All right,
natural.
I played tennis. Let's go. Yeah.
Honestly, not bad.
Yeah.
So you have your hips at an angle, and
Okay.
you always want to go ahead and angle your body just a little bit. Protect the face, chin
Okay,
down.
okay.
Good. And now the weight comes from the back leg.
Feels so awkward with the egg. Continue.
I know.
Yes.
Shift
Yeah.
and twist the egg over. Good.
Give it up for the egg punch. I love it. So,
Yep.
I'm a smoothie lover.
Same.
You love them?
Every time after a workout, that is my post-workout protein. Get it back in the body. Smoothies are the easiest way to do it.
I love it. Well, this is
Yep.
bright. We kind of need, this is kind of called like a tropical sunrise smoothie. So coconut milk in.
Oh, yes.
Yep. But this
Yes,
one.
chef.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, you just made me punch with an egg, so yes.
I know, the roles are reversed.
Yes,
Now you're
the
telling me
roles
what
are
to
totally
do.
reversed. Now
I
this
respect.
I've been playing with, which is silken soft
Yes.
tofu.
Yes, I love it.
That goes in, which I think is a total secret ingredient.
Yep.
Mango, I'm obsessed with. We've got some frozen oranges. Ooh. Those go in. Yep. And then you can add a little bit of water on top if it just needs to be thinned out. Some lemon.
Love it.
Now this is crazy. I don't know if you've seen these little guys. These are like little ginger and turmeric pods. They come frozen, so you just keep them in your freezer and you pop them out when you need them.
Oh, we
you
gotta
just
get
kind of
those.
add them in. Aren't these awesome?
That's brilliant.
I know. and you
Because
can
I
add
always
them in
struggle
your
cutting ginger. I do it with a fork and then I feel stupid and it's a thing.
total pain in the butt.
Yep.
And what's cool is that these get frozen, kind of like flash frozen, so at their peak.
Great, so they
they're
have all they're really nutrient packed.
Yes,
Love it.
exactly.
Yep.
Now, two more things.
Yes.
Big pinch of salt. That's right, salt your smoothies. The
Yes.
chef said so. Okay, that's gonna bring out all that ginger, all that flavor, and then some honey, just to kind of
Love it.
complement the sweetness.
Ooh, I love
All
that.
right, and then whenever you're blending a smoothie, and there's like, this is smoothie magic. There's like techniques to making good smoothies. You kind of want to start slow instead of just whipping it on high.
Got it.
All right, kind of start slow, let it jam, and then we go. So take a look at this. Let's give it a little shake. This looks awesome. We've got a little cup here, one for you.
Ooh.
Yeah, give it a little shake
Look
out.
at the garnish.
Oh, it does look good, doesn't it?
Oh gosh, it looks so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. This is
Come on, taste tester, figure it
taste
out.
tester, what do we think?
Wow, it's so refreshing. It's bright.
Alex! Look at the
I'm in. Yes, chef.
The turmeric comes through, the
really
ginger
good.
comes through, but more than anything, this kind of just makes you feel good, and that is what today's all about.
We gotta make that.
Because we brought in the person that makes us all feel good. Give it up for Kendall Toole.
Thank you. Cheers.
Guys, work more protein into your diet. Punch it up a little bit. We'll see you next time. Take care.